Okay guys, we have a oil change for the 2000 GS 1150. It's in progress, but I wanted to get you familiar with what's involved here. Got the oil pan, and that's the all there. Now, don't forget when you get this plug out, make sure you get the crush washer, and you certainly don't want to stack two. You may be able to tell. Oops, here it is. Here it is. So I've heard you can get away with using them twice, but I wouldn't. So make sure to discard that, let that drip out. Then we'll get this oil filter out. They make a special tool, BMW does, for that particular filter, and I don't have one, but I modified this one, and it kind of works. But let's get that taken off. There we are. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Make sure that rubber gasket came out with the old filter. Very careful that edge is machined, and it's like a serrated edge. So okay. Okay. The part number for the oil filter replacement. It's a direct replacement, BMW. There's an option for a longer filter. I just don't know what it is. It came on the bike. I didn't pay attention to the filter when I took it off, and I ordered the original and noticed this was really short. The aftermarket one stuck out from below here, which without the skid plates would be probably dangerous. So I'll just stick with the originals for now. Don't forget your crush washer. So the specs for tightening this plug, the math comes out to 288 inch-pounds. It's 24 foot-pounds. So we have that set up in this 38, and we can move that now. There we go. That's it. Don't seem like a lot, but that's what it calls for. I like to use old oil. Doesn't seem to stick to the block as much as new oil. Refill filter. Okay. The tightening spec is 11 Newton meters or 97 inch-pounds. I don't have a way to grab onto that, so I'm just going to tighten it much as I can by hand. Let's see. And that's pretty snug. Okay. Okay, now to fill up the rest of the oil. So this is where it helps to have a funnel or an organized shop. I don't have that, so I'm using the box that the filter came in. Makeshift funnel. Fold it in half, cut the corner out. Might have to modify for your application. So. We'll just have to go slow about that. Okay, get your oil. And it stinks if you're doing a full oil change. It's going to take 4 quarts, so that's what I got here. That's my makeshift funnel. Hey, not too bad. Okay. Now these are notorious for leaking, allowing to blow by. Of course, that's worn out, but if you notice some oil on your cylinder heads, this piece along with this ring here, this gasket and this cap replacement. So if you haven't done that, maybe a good idea to do that. Now the oil check is right here, and I don't see any oil in it yet, but let's give it a minute or two. And hey, wait a minute, it is full. It's just clean. Tell you what, let's crank it up, get that oil down, and yeah, let's circulate the oil. Oil sitting in that window while it's running. I'll let it circulate a little bit. Movement in there, but watch what happens when we turn it off. It might take a second for it to fill up. Now, if you've put the prescribed amount of oil in it and you think that you're low, don't panic right away. There could be some oil left in the cooler that may not have drained down. Maybe it hadn't got hot enough to flow all the way back to the tank or something, or the crankcase. So just keep an eye on it, ride it a little bit. If you'll know when you're low. So looks like we're good. Okay, oil change done. Now mark the mileage in the book. 89,282 on the 11th. Thanks for watching, guys. So it's 89, 282, 282. We did an oil and filter change. So last time, about 1,500 miles ago, I did a filter only. So obviously keeping records is good. I like to typically change these on the 5s, 0, 0, didn't make it 5 there, 0, 6, a little over, that was a little over, but it's nice to keep your 0s and 5s or something close to it, that way you can keep an eye on quick overview of your mileage for your oil changes. So I got my pertinent information. Right now Austin's a local, guys. Summit Equipment got the rear disc. Austin BMW had the push rods, those solid one piece, which I recommend replacing if you haven't. And of course, being Bone there, they got a lot of stuff over there used. It's kind of hard to find. Usually they're sold out, but they do have some good stuff. So this is the disc I got from Summit Racing. I had the brake pads as well when I did the brake job. So maybe next time we'll go ahead and do another flush. It's been a couple thousand miles. Okay, my dollars. Been several thousand. Probably a good time to go and swap that out. And that's it. She's running.